Hi, this is Neal Tipton with the Young Professionals Network at the Southern Maryland Association of Realtors, and thanks for joining us for another sneak peek of our next Mastermind event. Today I'm sitting with Stephanie Barnas at Exit Landmark Realty, a former Rookie of the Year. We're trying to find out where she is today versus where she came from. So first, Stephanie, let's start with a quick overview of your business as a rookie back in 2012, as well as your current transaction volume.
Okay, thanks for having me, Neal, and I'm so excited to be speaking at the SMAR's YPN event coming up soon. As far as my transactional business, when I first started, I know a lot of agents are part-time. I was very part-time. I was working 40 hours a week for a real estate attorney and working several nights a week at a restaurant and starting my real estate business. So I had 8 transactions within my first full year, and that was about $2.3 million in transactional volume. And currently, we're in August, and I've done 16 transactions so far this year, and about $3.3 million.
Okay. And so, how is your business structured?
As far as business structure, I get this question a lot, and all I can say is organized chaos. I have a little bit of everything going on. I think the most important things, though, are to set realistic expectations with your clients. When I first got into the business, I was taking calls all hours of the day and night. I have finally whittled it down. My clients know that I don't tend to take calls before 9 a.m. or 8 p.m. I will probably text or email, especially if it's a deal that's ongoing that I know we need to get something taken care of. But you set those expectations up front. Also, prioritizing. So I go through my daily schedule with what deal needs me the most right now. So I will contact those clients, reach out to those lenders and all the parties of that transaction. Then I go on to communication. Communication is key because you want to make sure you're keeping with your clients and contacting them, whether the deal is at the point where it's about to go to closing, whether they're about to do appraisals, or wherever you are in the transaction. Communication is key. Don't go more than 48 hours or so without speaking to your clients. So that's, if I'm talking about structure, that's just kind of how it is for me.
Mm-hmm. And so obviously things have changed since 2012. The market has definitely been on the upswing. So if you wouldn't mind, could you compare the market when you were getting started versus now, and have you done anything to adapt? Are you doing anything differently?
Well, things have definitely gotten more hectic, both with having been a new agent and the market still being in such a recovery mode. As compared to now, having 4.5 years under my belt and having more referrals and things, the economy has gotten better in my opinion, but so have the referrals. More business is coming in, both as a result of the economy and as a result of the compounding referrals from previous clients. So I'd say before it was pretty nerve-wracking working in this business and going commission to commission. As long as you budget it, you can put your money in different ways and get some clients from different prospecting sites and things. So I've kind of adapted in that way where my clients are coming from and the number of clients I have due to both the market itself and just referrals.
Mm-hmm. And so lastly, what would be one piece of advice you'd give to a real estate agent who's trying to grow their business?
I'd say the biggest thing in this business is to cooperate with other agents. I know a lot of times we look at real estate as dog eat dog and we're like, well, everybody's my competition. Really, they're not. These people are your cooperating brokers and they're your colleagues. It's very important to create a rapport with other agents. We need to make sure that we're all working together as a team to get a transaction closed. At the end of the day, real estate is all about the relationships you foster, both with other agents and with your clients. That's how you're going to get that repeat business, is from fostering a relationship with your clients. And agents want to work with other agents who they know, like, and trust. So make sure you're out there and you're supporting your fellow agents and that you're not seeing them as competition, because at the end of the day, we all have to work as a team to get a transaction done.
Sure. So what have been your biggest challenges and how have you overcome them?
I'd say the biggest challenge for me is that I have always had a 9-to-5 job where the money's coming every 2 weeks. The biggest challenge has been working on commission and learning how to budget your funds. You have to pay taxes because you're 1099. It's not automatically coming out for you. You need to plan ahead for those things. So I've been very fortunate in that I feel like I've been smart with my money. I know some agents may take commission advances. I would strongly advise against that if there's any way to avoid it, just because you can't count your chickens before they've hatched. No deal is done until the deal is done, until you have left the table with a check in hand and everyone has signed what they needed to sign. All too often, issues pop up at the very end of a transaction, as you well know, and you need to make sure that you're able to overcome those things and that you don't spend the money before you've actually got the money. So I'd say that's probably the biggest learning curve for me, was to budget because I'm on commission.
Mm-hmm. Well, that does it for today's preview of our next mastermind event. We hope you'll join us for this unique opportunity to ask a panel of successful real estate agents anything you want.